The Republicans just voted not to release the Epstein list. Yeah, MAGA is taking a nosedive. There's a lot of shit going on. And I just know that there's something brutal for Trump. House Republicans on the Rules Committee blocked the vote that would move forward an amendment to release the full Epstein files. It was a motion by Mr. McGovern to make in order Amendment 50 to H.R. 3633 offered by Ro Khanna, which would require the Attorney General to preserve and release any records related to Jeffrey Epstein. It was defeated 7-5. Okay, so the people who defeated it were Fischbach. It looks like Roy didn't vote, right? Huchin, Langworthy, Austin Scott Griffith, Jack, and Virginia Foxx, right? That's our cross-eyed woman. First off, let's look at Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah, this is going to burn the Republicans. Think about the ramifications of this. This has been the MAGA pipeline issue, okay? Dan Bongino and 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗆𝗆, both of them, their entire careers were made on the conspiracy theories around the Epstein list. It has been this thing that has been used to discredit the Clintons, to discredit Democrats. MAGA has insisted that the Epstein list is harboring Democrats, protecting these Democrats. Huge situation, right? And so they've been calling for it. And now that they have the complete and total power to release this thing and be completely transparent, they're hiding it. Dude. Now, again, this goes to what we talked about yesterday with that idea of the thermocline of trust, where I believe we are potentially facing a situation where MAGA is going to stop believing their own influencers. They are not going to know like who's telling the truth anymore. This is the nuclear detonation. We've looked at their media game, and MAGA has had this sort of impenetrable wall of media unity with everybody in lockstep, just always parroting the same message and everybody in complete and total agreement. And now there's like a giant fracture in that media wall where you can tell who's not telling the truth, man. Like Charlie Kirk went from talking about Epstein consistently for years to like, I'm not talking about it anymore. I trust the government. Right? Like, oh, okay. I guess the deep state has been completely vanquished now that Charlie Kirk just is full faith in the government. Let's see what Hakeem said.
The American people deserve to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as it relates to this whole sordid Jeffrey Epstein matter. Democrats didn't put the Jeffrey Epstein thing into the public domain. This was a conspiracy that Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, and these MAGA extremists have been fanning the flames of for the last several years. And now the chickens are coming home to roost.
Dude,
the American people deserve to know the truth. What, if anything, is the Trump administration and the Department of Justice hiding? What are you hiding? If you're not hiding anything, prove that to the American people. And if you are trying to hide something, as many of Donald Trump's MAGA supporters apparently believe.
Oh, that is the killer, right? You see the killer of this is that both sides of this issue is like MAGA. You have MAGA conspiracy people who took over the FBI. This was their whole life. And then they're like, it's all coming out. Oh, whoops, it doesn't exist. You have MAGA that believes something is being hidden because now their own people who campaigned on this are hiding it, right? I mean, it was this great go-to for them. Aha, the Democrats released the list, hiding the Democrats. Trump couldn't be on it. And so he campaigns on it. And now the only people that are preventing this thing from happening are the Republicans and Donald Trump's team. Dude, it is like Like, they are now in such deep shit, bro. They are in such deep, deep, deep shit. So, yeah, it's just going to be crazy. I love that. I love that for them, though, right? Don't you love this for them? Like, don't you love seeing them squirm? And eventually, they're going to start eating each other even more so.
Then the Congress should actually work hard to try to uncover the truth for the American people. There are only two things that are possible here. Option one, Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, and the MAGA extremists intentionally lied to the American people for years about the Jeffrey Epstein situation. That's option one.
That is option one. It's a good option.
Option two is that, in fact, there's reason for the American people to be concerned as it relates to
what's in there,
what information has not been released that could be damaging to the Trump administration and the friends and family of the Trump administration and their billionaire corrupt supporters. And so they're actively engaging in a cover-up. Option one, they lied for years. Option two, they're engaging in a cover-up.
Yeah.
At this point, it seems reasonable that can only be one of the two things.
Dude, there really is no other option. And both of those are, like, damning.
And so it's Congress's responsibility in a bipartisan way to ask the questions and try to get answers on behalf of the American people.
Dude, I'm not always the hugest fan of Hakeem. The hand motions kind of hit me a little bit. But that was a really good statement, actually, because I thought that statement framed it in a really good way. Now we are going to watch our favorite cross-eyed legislator. Dude.
The questions on the amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment's not
Madam
agreed
Chair,
to.
I'm kind of shocked by that. I will ask for a roll call.
The clerk will call the roll.
Oh, yes, you will ask for a roll call.
Mrs. Fischbach, no. Mr. Norman? Yes. Mr. Norman, aye. Mr. Roy? Mrs. Houchin? Mrs. Houchin, no. Mr. Langworthy? Mr. Langworthy, no. Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott, no. Mr. Griffith? Mr. Griffith, no. Mr. Jack?
No.
Mr. Jack, no. Mr. McGovern?
Aye.
Mr. McGovern, aye. Ms. Scanlon? Yes. Ms. Scanlon, aye. Mr. Neguse? Yes. Mr. Neguse, aye. Ms. Ledger-Fernandez? Aye. Ms. Ledger-Fernandez, aye. Madam Chair?
No.
Madam Chair, no.
No. Oh.
The clerk will report the total.
5 yeas, 7 nays.
Oh.
The noes have it. The amendment is not agreed to. And I think most of us believe what's appropriate will be released
Oh.
when it is time for the president to release it.
Oh my God. Just how? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is so damning. It is so damning because you can't, like, why on earth would they not advance that amendment? All of them have been in lockstep calling for this for years. The entire time that Republicans were out of power, this was their calling card. I'm telling you, you look at all their major content creators, Libs of TikTok, Cat Turd, Gunther Eagleman, DC Drano, Charlie Kirk, Benny Johnson, then Cash and Dan Bongino. All of these guys have been rampant about this. This has been a consistent piece of content for them. It has been a consistent calling card. And Trump, I mean, we all saw him in that Fox News interview at his golf club, in the one where he's like, well, maybe I'd release Epstein. That one's a little tricky. I mean, we saw the hedge back then and we all called it out. But now the rubber is on the road and the Democrats are like all in. But now I love this. I love this for them. Dude, her face, dude, when they call for the roll call, she thought she was getting out of it. Let's watch this again. I just want to relish in this fucking minute.
Hearing none, the questions on the amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment's not
Madam
agreed
Chair, I'm
to.
kind of shocked by that. I will ask for a roll call.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mrs. Fitchbach.
Dude, the look, that look, she knows that like we're about to get a little bit cooked. We're about to get a little bit cooked here.
Mrs. Fitchbach, no. Mr. Norman. Yes. Mr. Norman, aye. Mr. Roy.
Oh, man.
Mrs. Houchin. Mrs. Houchin, no. Mr. Langworthy. Mr. Langworthy, no. Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott, no. Mr. Griffith. Mr. Griffith, no. Mr. Jack.
No.
Mr. Jack, no. Mr. McGovern.
Aye.
Mr. McGovern,
And
aye.
they are all on the record. On the record. Now, you notice she did add that little qualifier there, right? After the roll call, she did insert that tiny qualifier of, well, we believe the president is going to release this. But see, the irony is that even for her to say the president is going to release this, that is so out of whack. That's not the president's job to be, releasing or not releasing criminal information held by the FBI.
Mr. Neguse, aye. Ms. Ledger-Fernandez? Aye. Ms. Ledger-Fernandez, aye. Madam Chair?
No.
Madam Chair, no.
Here it comes.
The clerk will report the total.
5 yeas, 7 nays.
The noes have it. The amendment is not agreed to. And I think most of us believe what's appropriate will be released when it is time for the president to release it.
Yeah, see, that was her little addendum right there. That was a little ass coverage right there. And man, this is crazy. And yes, Christopher Wray, a Trump appointee, was in charge of the FBI. But this is going to be a problem for the Republicans, because one thing I will say, I'm going to go on the record and say this, because you guys know my MAGA attitude. You know how I feel about MAGA. You know that I don't hold a torch for them at all. There is no part of me in MAGA that is about like mending fences or anything like that. I am the most burn MAGA to the ground and forget them kind of guy out there. But I will say that I don't think there's one thing in America more than this issue that makes every single voter in America want to see these things released. Seriously, whether it's MAGA, Democrats, far lefties, like whatever, neocons, I feel like everybody in America is down with a complete release of the list of who these guys are, and except the guys themselves, and everybody is united. I mean, I saw this poll that said 96% of people, they took a poll and it was 96%. And I mean, there's literally nothing in America that 96% of the people ever agree on. Oh, this is juicy, guys. This is juicy. So let's see what we got here, because this is not going away anytime. I mean, dude, this is going to be a huge problem, right? This is going to be a ginormous MAGA issue. So the great thing about this, guys, is how this has an opportunity to break right-wing viewers and right-wing voters with trusting their own media ecosystem. They forever have called the Democrats and the left-wing media, which is not even left-wing, the fake news, they can't trust mainstream media. And now they're slowly watching their most trusted people appear to be real untrustworthy. I mean, how can Charlie Kirk spend years talking about Epstein, and then as soon as this thing becomes a scandal, he says, well, I'm done talking about this. As soon as it comes to releasing it. All right, let's watch this clip. Laura Trump is out there running cover.
What would be your advice? Given this back and forth, we're just coming off of Turning Point here in Tampa. This was the topic of conversation. What would be your advice in order to take the temperature down on this issue from within the administration?
Well, I do think that there needs to be more transparency on this. And I think that will happen. As it relates to the president, I know that this is probably not his number one thing he's focused on. He's focused on a lot of other important things. So I don't know that this was top of mind for him, but he hears all the noise and he hears all of the consternation out there. And I think he's going to want to set things right as well. So I believe that there will probably be more coming on this. And I believe anything that they are able to release that doesn't, damage any witnesses or anyone underage or anything like that, I believe they'll probably try to get out sooner rather than later because they hear it and they understand it. So hopefully we see that happen sooner than later. And I guess that would be my advice. But to everybody out there who's all worked up about it, there's no great plot to keep this information away that I'm aware of.
That she's aware of. Oh, thank you, Laura. Because obviously, if you knew of a great secret plot to keep this thing under wraps, you would, of course, go on the Benny Johnson show and share it with all of us, right? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, dude. They're so funny.
I do just believe that maybe it's been this information. I guess that would be my advice. But to everybody out there who's all worked up about it, there's no great plot to keep this information away that I'm aware of. I do just believe that maybe it's been slow rolled for reasons that hopefully we understand down the line. And I think we're probably going to get more transparency on it very soon.
It is very telling, though, that you have these people running cover, okay? Because Trump is not talking about it, but he has his acolytes that are friendlies that are speaking about it for him. And that's very telling. Dude, we got this guy. Don't forget him, dude. Don't forget RFK.
You weren't ever on Jeffrey Epstein's jet, were you?
I was on Jeffrey Epstein's jet 2 times. I was on it in 1993, and I was on it and I went to Florida with my wife and 2 children to visit my mom over Easter. My wife had some kind of relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell, and they offered us a ride to Palm Beach. So I went then, and on another occasion, I flew again with my family with, I think...
Dude, his wife killed herself, guys. Okay? His wife had a relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell. His wife killed herself. And he is a notorious sex predator. Okay? So, I mean, this is just... There's a lot of fucking commingling here with people and weird shit going on.
My children and Mary, my wife, to Rapid City, South Dakota, to go fossil hunting for a weekend. And
to go fossil hunting. All right.
But
is that what you're calling it,
I was
Junior?
Never on his jet alone. I've been very open about this from the beginning. This was in '93, so it was 30 years ago. It was before anybody knew about Jeffrey Epstein's, his nefarious issues. And I agree with you that all of this information should be released. And we should get real answers on what happened.
We should get real answers when going spelunking. Oh, me and Jeffrey went spelunking with my wife.
To Jeffrey Epstein.
Dude, his facial expressions over here are hilarious, bro. Oh.
And any of the high-level political people that he was involved with, all of that should be open to the public. It should be absolutely transparent. And, I don't see why any of those records would have any redactions in them. Why would
Look at him! Look at his face!
Well, you might not.
I know, dude. His facial expressions were wild. But look at these guys, dude. Look at this. This is not just a photo op, guys. Now, there are things where there are these industry parties where there are photo ops, but this right here, guys, is not just a photo op. These guys are bros. They were tight. Everybody knew they were tight. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members. So if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.